Today on the Justice Court, the plaintiff, Ngoka Olachi Edit, is asking the court to dissolve her 11-year-old marriage due to domestic violence.
All rise. Court in session. Honorable Judge Funmi Asaolu presiding. Please be seated. Your Honor, this case is between Edith and Okpayemi. Parties sworn on oath.
Thank you, okay.
You're welcome.
Ngoka Edith. You are the one suing Adekoya Okpayemi. Can you narrate to me what the problem is and why you are in court?
He's my husband. So
He's actually your husband, okay? What kind of marriage did you conduct? Traditional, registry? Which one? Both?
Introduction.
Introduction. Okay. That's traditional wedding, okay. When was that?
11 years ago.
Okay. You have children of the marriage?
Yes.
How many?
3 kids.
Okay, so what happened?
Since over 7 years now, that his work stopped. And I told him to go and get another job. He relaxed. And I'm the one doing things of the house, taking care of the kids. And most times, I'll tell him at least go and hustle, even if your work doesn't move again. You are a man, can do anything to assist. He said he cannot kill himself. And I'm doing it. Upon that, he's not appreciating it. And most times, if you go out, you go drunk and come back, we started fighting and be beating me. And
You will come back and what?
you'll be beating me.
What happens? What leads to that? I mean, because I'm trying to imagine you just sitting down and somebody just walking and start beating you. Unless that person, there's something wrong with the person upstairs.
When he get up in the morning, he will just go out. When he come back in the night, he will drink, that he want to eat. I told him that I cannot feed a drunkard. When I talk to him in that way, he will now hit me.
Oh, so you two, you know, that way. If you don't talk to him that way, you will not provoke him. But when you talk that way, somebody that is tipsy, because for you to know he's drunk, you must have seen it immediately he walks in, it's written all over him. Then you decide to provoke such a person. What do you expect? I'm not saying what you have done is right either. But you should not provoke. Do you understand? You just leave him. Then in the morning, when he's okay, you air off your what do I call it? Your complaint. And you talk to him at that point in time. Because when you provoke, state of drunkenness is as good as a state of insanity. At that point in time, if it's somebody that has issues with anger management, the way you get beaten, it might lead to something else entirely. Do you understand me? I'm not saying that under any circumstance, you ought to have raised his hand against you either.
So, and my kids, since last year, they're not going to school.
Now, let me ask you a question. At the time when you got married 11 years ago, which business was he into?
He's working as a contractor.
He's always been on his own as a contractor. At that point in time, was he taking very good care of you and the children?
It's not that much.
He never really took care of you, right? So you've been having that challenges from day one, right? I'm asking.
It's after 3 years that I started having that challenges.
After 3 years?
After I have my first issue, my first son.
After that, you started having all these issues with him. But despite that, you had the second baby, you had the third baby too, right? So somehow along the line, you were able to reach a balance in between. Anyway, before I say much, let me listen to him. What do you have to say to this? Because I have serious issue with the fact that you raise your hand on her. I must tell you that. So, what happened?
I have nothing to say. What you just said, that she said she wants to leave me and go. And
She said she wants to leave you.
and go. That's what she
When
said.
did she tell you that?
Before they called me on the first day, maybe that was how many? Was it last month or this month?
So recently,
Recent.
she told you that she wanted to
wanted
leave
to
you.
leave.
And what was the reason for her saying that?
She said I'm not taking care of her and the children.
Is that what you told him to?
Yes,
You want to leave him? You want to divorce him?
yes.
Why?
Since over 4 years now, I'm the one paying house rent. Paying
Before
student
4 years ago, who was paying the house rent?
both of us.
You were sharing the. Is that so?
No, I paid everything alone.
Do you know what I want you to do? Even if you've made up your mind to leave him, don't tell lies to justify it. Do you understand? Don't lie. Whatever, because I know that you must have seen him as a responsible man and somebody that was living up to your expectation of whatever you wanted in a husband for you to have gotten married to him in the first place. So if along the line something went wrong, I need to know. But if it's just about his losing his job and not being able to meet up with the financial demand at the home front, is that the reason why you want to leave him?
Yes.
Yes. So you are trying to tell me that as far as you are concerned, any man you are with, if things are not moving on with the man, then you desert him. You are not ready to manage with any man. Is that what you are saying? You are not ready to support any man or your husband, not just any man. You are not ready to support your husband if he's going through financial challenges, to bounce back on his feet. You are not cut out for that.
Why won't I will support him?
That is it. You are contradicting yourself. Because you just told me now that is why you are leaving him. So I needed to explain it to you again, that this is what you are telling me. Is that really what you mean? Do you understand me? So is there any other reason why you want to leave him?
That beating is too much. See my ear. He will beat me, he will give me wound.
Let me see.
Look at it.
How did he do that?
When I'm talking, he dragged my earring.
Wow. Is that true?
Yes, but it was a mistake. Not intentional.
You shouldn't have done that. And that's what I keep saying about anger management. Because you see, for her, it's the beating. Because initially I was under the impression that it's because of your own financial situation right now. But you are just compounding it with the beating. What do you have to say to all this?
I'm sorry.
You heard what she said. Now, it's one thing to say I'm sorry. It's another thing not to repeat. Because it goes beyond apologizing. You have to really change. Do you understand me? It's like a disease. When you can't control your anger, and you have boys all through, they all look up to you. It's whatever you do now that I pray they won't. I don't even want to say that. But right now, they look up to you. So they shouldn't grow up believing that's the right way to treat their wives. You have to lay a good example. So what do you want from this court?
Why I came here is because I want to leave him. I want to go. But if they settle it and he promised he will not do it again.
You know why I smiled? You know you've not said anything when I smiled. Because I know you still love him. A woman that does not love you will not wait to bring you here. Just pack her bag and leave. I won't look back. But for her to come here, she's still looking for someone to intervene. And she's looking for a way to salvage her marriage with you. She still loves you. Do you still love her?
Yes, ma'am.
But you know, there's no way you'll be beating her. Or keep on beating her. I'm sure right now, I want to believe you are regretting all these actions you've taken before by beating her. After the last time, did he threaten to beat you again? In the recent times? He apologized to you the last time, right? And did you see any change in him after that?
Since that I don't talk to him, he don't talk to me.
And you live in the same house?
Yes.
That means you did not apologize to her before now. Did you?
I did.
You did. He apologized to you. But you did not forgive him before.
If I forgive him, he will repeat it.
So, Adekoya, you still love her. Win her heart over. Don't ever raise your hand. And I'll tell you, if he ever raises his hand on you again, he will sign an undertaking before he leaves on that issue. But I want to believe that he will never raise his hand against you because, like I said earlier on, I want your marriage to work. So what do you do for a living right now?
Nothing for now.
Nothing. So you need a job too?
Yes.
What's your qualification?
SSSA.
SSA. What did you say you do for a living?
I sell.
What?
Do business. I sell ladies' slippers. But for now,
Sell ladies' slippers. You need to get a job. You need to have a job. It's part of the issues you are having right now. Will you work towards drawing her nearer? There's a gap right now. You don't talk to each other. I'm sure you start talking to each other from now. She's ready. She just you heard why she stopped talking to you. Anytime she's talking to you along the line, something happens, she gets beaten. So she has realized it's better for her to just pack you on one side and mind her own business. But it's not healthy because you have the children living with you in the house. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I want you to work on it. The bottom line is she loves you. You love her. So if you work together, you can overcome everything. Control your temper. Work on it. I would like the two of you to see the legal team after the court session. You know, because it appears you might need a marriage counselor. Do you understand me? You talk to professionals, let them guide you so that you can sustain your relationship. Then, if necessary, they might recommend anger management session for you. You attend it, you see other people there, you overcome it. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
I really wish you well. So, arise.
All rise.
Have you been cheated or have a dispute and want justice? Don't take laws into your hands. Log on to www.thejusticecourt.com and submit your case.